Tonight on Lost Gear, I run from some tanks, attack my car with a dozer, and drown on Washington Beach. Today we're in for a change of scenery. We're going back to Vice City in the 80s when life was easier and music was better. Of course, crime was as bad as it is today, but it looked a lot prettier in Vice City. But this series is about cars, right? So let's look at them too. As iconic as Vice City in that time was, so are the cars from back then. Tonight we'll be taking a look at the Imponte Phoenix, a classic American muscle, the classic Pegassi Infernus and Grotti Cheetah, two Italian sports cars especially popular with organized crime, and the Pfister Comet Retro, perfect for cruising down Washington Beach, enjoying the neon house fronts. And these cars are available nowadays as well. So before we head back to Vice City, let's see the prices first. The Comet Retro Custom is the cheapest as it costs $745,000 in total, 100k for the standard Comet and the rest for the conversion at Benny's Original Motorworks. Second comes the Cheetah Classic with $865,000, just little over 100k more expensive than the Comet Retro Custom, and most expensive is the Infernus Classic with $915,000. Interestingly, they are all roughly in the same price category, just like they should be. This may even be an absolute first in this series. You may have realized that I left out the Phoenix here, and well, this has exactly two reasons, a good one and a bad one. The good one is, it is technically free. The bad one is, it is free because you have to steal it. You can't acquire this car legally, as it is not for purchase anywhere. Just take care that law enforcement doesn't catch you, but hey, I know you have done much worse than stealing a car. Don't worry, your secret is safe with me. Back to Vice City, and here as well, stealing a car is one of the least bad crimes you can commit. Let's just assume you're involved in some kind of the drug industry, like probably 80% of Vice City's population is, the others being cops. In your daily work, you will be chased by the police at one point or another, so let's see how long we can survive being chased by all of the law enforcement available in the city. Or that's what I wanted to do. Then I realized that the Vice City Police Department is too incompetent to catch you, so I crashed the car all on my own. So instead of doing that, let's just go for a quick swim. Well, apparently you can't even do that. Apart from its drugs and beaches, Vice City is known for its golfing courses, so let's pull up to your local golf club, and while we do that, compare the cars from back then to the classics available in Los Santos. Because, as we have already seen in our early 2000s Liberty City to modern day Los Santos comparison, somehow the same car looks a bit different than it did back then, almost as if someone hadn't taken an effort into consistency. You can instantly see that the Cheetah Classic, the Infernus Classic and the Phoenix still look very much the same. I really like the consistency there that has been lacking when we looked at the cars from Liberty City. But there are issues with the old Comet. It isn't available in a topless version anymore. You need to help yourself nowadays. And then there's the radio channels. Just listen to these bangers, but not for longer than 5 seconds or you might get issues with YouTube. And today, there's this crap. But now, let's get down to business. We will be taking these four to our Ford Zancudo test track to determine which one of these is the fastest around the lap. And here we are on our Ford Zancudo test track. On the top left, it's the Infernus Classic, top right Cheetah Classic, bottom left Comet Retro Custom, and on the bottom right, it's the Imponte Phoenix, and off we go. And into the first corner, we can already see that the Phoenix is dropping behind, just as expected. Muscle cars haven't been the fastest that we have seen so far. Right now on the straight towards the Pisswasser chicane, it looks like Infernus Cheetah and Comet still pretty close to each other. But now here begins the technical bit, and it already looks like the Cheetah is able to pull a little bit ahead, and the Comet is able to kind of keep up with it. This is where the Infernus Classic is really missing out in this technical bit. The Phoenix completely out of this competition here. It is by far the slowest of these four. And now through the hairpin here and towards the final corner, the Cheetah still slightly ahead of the Comet Retro Custom, and I think this is how we will cross the line as well. The Cheetah already going towards the finish line, and it is the fastest out of these four. Second comes the Comet, third the Infernus, and well, now we have to wait a couple of seconds till the Phoenix makes it over the line in fourth position. Well, and where does this put these four on our Lost Gear Hall of Fame? No surprises, no changes in our top 8. We have to go all the way down to P37 to see the first of these four, which was the Cheetah Classic. The Comet Retro Custom not too far off, within a second to the Cheetah Classic. It sits in 40th. But then we have to go 2 pages down to see the Infernus Classic sitting in 49th with a 1:15.05. So a couple of seconds off the top 2, mainly down to, well, the handling in the more technical bits. So we had to take a lot of corners slower than with the other 2. And then we have to skip another page to see the Phoenix down in 69th position. Nice. With a 1:20.87. So it just goes in between the Übermacht Xeon Classic and the Karin Photo GDX. And now, what do we take from that? Was everything better in the past? Well, some things were, some things weren't. That's a boring conclusion. But anyway, on that wisdom, we end our show. Thank you so much for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe, and check out the Lost Gear playlist if you want to see more. Don't forget to leave a comment with which cars you want to see next. Until then, goodbye.